Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Karen. So today we're going to continue on with black fraternities and sororities. So yesterday started, bridging the two between revisiting the hair or re-examining the hair issue and how to tie that in and transition into the next issue that we're going to be looking at again, which is the black fraternities and sorority issue. Um, so there's all different types of defending types of things that are said to defend black fraternities and sororities. You have um, the main thing that I hear in terms of why the black fraternities and sororities why they're so good is because they were based on Christian principles or because of the history of the black fraternities and sororities. And those are the two major things. I used to want to, my story in terms of this whole thing, I went to a predominantly white college or institution, and I used to want to be a part of one of the organizations. I used to want to be a Delta. And after I got saved is when I realized um, that something was not right about the situation. The way that they're, the way that these organizations, the way that black fraternities and sororities are idolized on the campuses is crazy. It's to the point where like they are um, put on a pedestal. Like, and I mean not we tend to put, yeah, actually it can be compared to putting like I don't know if it can be compared to that, but it's basically scary the way that they have so much a hold in terms of popularity and status on the campuses. Um, so with the two things that I said before in terms of you know there being a history that goes along with the Black Greek organizations and also it being founded on Christian principles. Well, we know that both of these things are not valid arguments in terms of why the Black Greek organizations are good or are necessary for the Black community. Um, and reading the untangling the roots or untangling the roots of Black hair in America, we know that um, during or around that time, Black people were being intra-racist. So that means that they were internalizing the racial um, beliefs that the slave masters had and doing it to within their own community, within their own African American community, to the point where, like I noted yesterday, they had color tax parties, and if your date was dark, then you had to pay a tax. Um, to the point where they had the ruler test, and if your hair was not as straight as ruler, to the point where certain black churches had the comb test, to the point where they had the paper bag test in certain instances in terms of getting into certain functions. It's just, it goes to the point of, you know, to be fair, we can say they didn't know any better. Okay, they didn't know any better. That's, if you want to be fair on that end. But to say that the history, something to be valued is questionable because of the things that I just listed, and the things that I said yesterday about the brown paper bag test, the ruler test, the comb test, all these things. And we know that even if they may not have been consciously doing these things, which there is a premise in the book that they were actually trying to protect their positions as elite colored, or not colored people, but elite black people or African American people. Within the realm of white society and black society, because they had gained some type of a status and they wanted to protect that. It's dark. It's a little dark. I can't see my face. But what I basically wanted to get at is this video is running a little long, or this recording is running a little long. So basically, what I wanted to get at in this upload, there's two things that we want to look at, which there'll be different videos on going forward. Number one, these Black Greek letter organizations based on Christian principles is the first thing, and the second thing is how valuable are these organizations to the black race, and the history of it. How does it help the black race? Because the history of it, based on the circumstances, was it good for them to start their organizations the way that they did? So that's what we'll be looking at. For this video, this is the point that I wanted to make. During the time, or around the time that these organizations came about, these Black Greek organizations came about. Okay, it's so dark. I hope they can fix the lighting. Around the time that these Black Greek letter organizations came about, the white equivalent to these organizations were secret societies that had encompassed the social structure of student life within the white organizations. So my question is, given everything that I know about black fraternities and sororities, is it really based on Christian principles, or is it just the secret society structure that it was based on, sprinkled in with some Christian rhetoric, is my question. So that is the first question for this upload. Have a good day, guys. Bye.